we're going to be straight talking, then I think any straight talking person would say that anyone who refuses that doesn't have a good reason, such as the advice of their doctor, anyone that refuses those vaccines is an idiot. They're putting themselves at risk, they're putting their families at risk, and they're putting society at a large risk.
To clarify, you absolutely agree Tony Blair is right. You agree with him. They are an idiot if they don't have it.
Correct, absolutely. You know, we're a year into this vaccine being rolled out. So if the question is, oh, well, you should get them to think about the data or think about what it's done to save lives. Well, they've had a year to do that. It's abundantly obvious. And only an idiot would look at what's happened to the reduction in deaths and the lives it's saved in every country in the world where it's been rolled out and then say, oh, no, I can't be bothered with that. That is an idiotic way to behave.
All right. Portia Berry Kilby, you're from Young Voices. I don't know whether you and Benjamin are of a similar age. Benjamin never gives his age away, but he's like the Peter Pan of vaccinations. But I don't know whether you agree with Benjamin or whether you think that is not really the right words to be using from Tony Blair.
I wholly disagree with Benjamin, I'm afraid. I think from a former prime minister as well, albeit not a terribly good one, we should have a higher expectation for the language coming from his mouth. And I don't think it's terribly respectful. I think it's also misjudged. It's not going to be encouraging anyone to go down to the clinic anytime soon for their first jab or indeed any further vaccinations. So I think he's really harming his cause and insulting people in the process. There are valid reasons not to have the vaccine, and it's disparaging to pretend everyone's an idiot who doesn't have it.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree that it is something you should do, is to have the vaccine. I want people to have the vaccine. I am pro people taking the vaccine. But I'm also respectful that people might have reasons why they won't. And Benjamin, what is the end game here? I mean, do you just want to make people feel bad, or do you want to encourage them to take the vaccine? Because those are two different things. And do you honestly think that you or Tony Blair calling them idiots is going to be the way that they'll say, oh, actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Benjamin said I'm an idiot, or Blair said I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'll go down that local vaccination centre now. So what is it you want as a result of your words?
Well, look, if this was a year ago when the process started and there were more hesitant people than there are right now, my own grandmother was one of them. She'd had a reaction to a jab she'd had to have for a holiday some years ago, and she'd had a mini stroke because of it, and she was nervous of getting the vaccine.
Is she an idiot?
No, because what persuaded her was seeing the rollout and the evidence, and then she realised, actually, that's fine. But we're not talking about people that were nervous when people hadn't yet had the vaccine. What we're talking about are people that have seen the enormous change that it has had, who have read the stories of people that didn't get the vaccine and died, seen their families begging other people in that boat to go and get the jabs, and still they refuse. So what do you call that but an idiot?
Portia, idiotic. I mean, what do you call them if they've not had the vaccine then? Go on, answer, Ben.
I think it varies for the reason. For starts, they're welcome to their choice. Secondly, especially if you're a young person and you've had COVID, why, say a month ago, why are you going to then have the vaccine? More times than not, if you have COVID, even really badly, you're going to be fine. You're going to live. Statistically, there's nothing really to worry about. And if that means that people don't want the vaccine, maybe most people won't agree with them, but they're not an idiot for it. It's a personal choice. And provided you still have parts of the population not vaccinated, which is always going to be the case, there's always going to be new variants. So it's not as though them having the vaccine solves COVID for the entire world or the population of the UK even. There's always going to be COVID with us. And if they want to risk it, they have a right to get COVID.